Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time, I hope you'll stick around to see more homeschool videos. My name is Jamie. I'm a homeschool mama of 3 boys. They are aged 7, 6, and 15 months old. This is my 3rd year homeschooling, and I used to teach in elementary education. I taught grades kindergarten, 2nd, and 3rd before I decided to stay home. In today's video, I wanted to share with you my classroom tour. This is one of my favorite videos. I love creating a little homeschool classroom, and I just love organizing everything for the school year. So I'm going to show you my classroom tour. So when you walk into my classroom, the first thing that you're going to see here is our summer schedule. And this isn't going to stay, it'll become our regular schedule, and I have cards right here to show this, but for right now my summer schedule is still up. And this is just our file cabinet where I keep all my files. I have a little work poster up there, and then I have my lamp. At the top we have a number line, a chart, and some reading comprehension posters. I'll also have some posters to do with zoology. And then down here I have our deep freezers in here, but I use it as like a magnetic board for my toddler. He likes to play with all those magnets on there. And then I have a little bin there that holds his toys. And we have our pet fish. This just goes upstairs. And then we have a computer that the boys can use, my printer, and then down here, and the first one here we have pencils and erasers. The second one we have glue sticks and scissors. The bottom one I have markers and crayons. Our Mr. Potato Heads, and then these two have extra resources and just miscellaneous stuff in them. This is a bin for my kids. This houses all their supplies, and they just take it to the table every day. These are my toddler's special crayons because they're triangular shaped, and they're great for little guys, little babies, so I keep those in there for him. And then this has index cards in it, stamps. This has pasta and beans and rocks for my sensory bins. This is just arts and crafts, arts and crafts, and arts and crafts. So then there's a little carpet here for the kids to play on. And then there is this big shelf. And on the top of this shelf I keep posters, some manipulatives, some bulletin board pieces, and my globe. The next one on the side here all the way down is manipulatives for math mostly. And then at the top I have a crate. This crate houses my first graders' work from last year, just like samples and things I wanted to keep, art activities, things he's drawn, things he's painted. And then this one belongs to my 2nd grader, and there is a little math game back there as well. The first blue cube here has just flashcards, bingo games, CDs, things like that in it. And then the bottom one has felt board pieces. I'll show you, actually I can show you these two. So this just has stuff in it that we'll be using this year. I love these little brain boxes. Some flashcards. This is my Spanish stuff for this year. A Spanish game for this year. Just some more flashcards and games. And then the bottom one has all my felt board stuff in it. And this is what I use mainly for my toddler. Some of it will be for my kids, but we have our felt board. We have some puzzles in here. A chalkboard, some more felt things. A bunch of felt things. And then in this I have arts and crafts, arts and crafts, arts and crafts. This bin starts like activities for my kids. It has like little word search books, puzzles, hidden picture books, and then the bottom two are their magazines for magazine subscriptions. We also have Dress the Frog, some artwork that my kids did. They made sun catchers for 4th of July. We have our trash can. We have to keep it up high because the toddler thinks that that is a game. How many times can I dump out the trash can in a day? He has a little thing there. One of my posters fell off the wall. I gotta hang it back up. I have another little file cabinet over here, and my toddler again has more of those magnetic pieces. This is a bulletin board where they can hang their work. Another bulletin board. Let's work on it. Some more of the alphabet at the top up there. And then this is some of my Tot School stuff. This is where that poster was hanging, and then I have my clock here. This, I try to keep some puzzles and games in here for my older two that they can play when my toddler is napping, they know they can come in here and play these. I like to keep it in this bin instead of just out on a shelf, because if it's in a bin, my 15-month-old is less likely to pull it off and like empty out all of its pieces. And then here I have a months of the year poster on my whiteboard, and then I use those trays right here for Tot School. I'll just put an activity in the tray. This bin is for Tot School. Under here I have musical instruments. For my toddler, he mainly likes to play with these. I also have some magnet tiles that he likes to pull out when we homeschool. He'll play with those. And I just keep these because they're easy access for him. And then these are other activities that I can pull out for him and he can do. I normally would pull those out and put it in a tray though. And then again, he has lots of toys in here. This is one of my pocket charts. And this is getting ready for our geography for next year. What we're using for geography, I do have a homeschool video on that for my curriculum, but we study the states and we study animals in the states, so I went ahead and got that already. And then here's another big frog. There's our pet. He's sleeping because it is late. I have my anchor chart for my history timeline. We're doing ancient civilization. This is from last year and we'll continue that this year. And then I have a whiteboard that I can use with the kids. We can do the temperature. We have a little clock there. And then down here, I like to keep these bins full of books. One of them is full of workbooks for Tot School. So this week our Tot School was dinosaurs, so I pulled out all of my little dinosaur books and I read these to him. And then he also likes to dig through this and just look at the pictures of the books. These are like his favorite books, and they're about Osborne. They're amazing. They're like touch and feel. He really likes those. And then in this bin, I just have my older boys, some dinosaur books for them to look at. And then here, I have my calendar. I have a big world map, more of the alphabet. We have the states. And then I have my chair. These are all my teacher things right here. This has like my laminator, glue gun, all kinds of little teacher supplies in that. So at the bottom down here, I keep all of my books for my July morning basket. And I've done a video on that. And so that's where all my books are. I like the boys to sit here and I can read to them. And then I have like my little pocket, my little anchor chart or chart paper where I can write on it. And then up here I keep all of my main like teacher guides for the curriculum. And then here I just have more little activities for the kids. They can come and pull this. Right now it's full of dinosaur, but it does change. But since we're learning dinosaurs, I put all the dinosaur coloring books, activity books that I own, and drawing books, so they can do that. And then at the bottom I just have more little flashcards and activities. This houses all of my paper, and I have all my paper organized. And then I have like my lava lamp, my Google Home, and my essential oils. I'm going to be doing a separate video on these, but this is like my son's work cart. This is my first grader's work cart. This is my second grader's work cart. And above the work cart I have a hundreds board. Then I have the map. And then on this door, that door leads to my classroom library, which I've done a video on. If you'd like to see that, I'll leave it down below. But on the door frame, I use it to have my first grader sight words. These were his sight words from last year from kindergarten. I just left them up and we're going to add to it. And then here, I'm going to back up a little bit. So this is my table where we do all of our learning. And then in this, I have like things that we're doing for the week. So this houses some activities for them. I have like a book in there. This is what I'm reading to them right now. This is the history that we've been doing right now. This has all my Tot School stuff in it. And then here's some more books that I've pulled for ancient Egypt, because that's what we've been studying. And we've just been doing that a little bit this summer. So on this side of my classroom, I have this little map that I like to use. It has buttons for the states as we visit them. I am missing some I need to add to it. But our goal is to take our kids to all 50 states. And then here I have this big shelving thing that houses different things. At the top, I have some math centers and activities, construction paper, color pencils. And then down this side, I have extra resources. The first one is science, reading, writing, language arts, more reading, writing, and language arts. And then the bottom is just empty for right now. Right here in the middle, this is all Tot School. Right here, this big pink bin is Tot School. These are just teacher things. This is all my Bible stories, some read alouds, some fitness and more Bible. And this big one right here, I have all of my geography stuff that I'm planning on using this year for geography. This is a geography puzzle and a little game. This is all my art and music things that I like to pull from. And I have curriculums and all of this stuff. And then on this side, I have first grade resources that I can pull from, second grade resources I can pull from. All this is history, and at the very bottom is science and nature. And then from that, I have another shelf. This has chart paper, my big books, and some posters. These are just resources, construction paper, some resources, sidewalk chalk, extra empty binders. This is all my Happy Planner stickers because I am a Happy Planner fanatic. I love planning. This is all of my Hooked on Phonics curriculum. So this brings you to the very last thing. This is my big IKEA shelving unit. All of these are little cabinets that I just have teacher stuff in, and like Happy Planner stuff, just random stuff. There's like my Usborne box because I'm an Usborne consultant. There's my Cricut, some cloth, some Cricut stuff, my extra printer, ink. All of these house reading activities. All these house math activities. This is some teacher stuff. All my copy paper. This one has just random stuff. Scissors, glue, tape, stapler, hole punch. This is all science. And then under here I have these have like Play-Doh and coloring books and arts and crafts that my boys can get into. I made them under here because they're smaller than me and it's easier for them to crawl in there and get stuff than for me too. And then this one holds all of my printer paper. And then I have my actual desk. This little thing holds like different little things, tacks, fasteners, rings, zip ties, erasers, flash drives, rubber bands, markers. Holds my pencils. You can see I love my Happy Planner stuff. I have all my planners. I have a teacher planner, an Usborne planner, a regular household planner, and my calendar, my laptop. And that brings you back to this part. So really quick, I'm just going to kind of give you like a panoramic view. And kind of just let you see what my entire classroom looks like. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and stick around to see more homeschool videos. Thank you.